Alright buddy, Big Daddy here, and oh my gosh, the hype train is in full motion for Alatreon. Alright, so go ahead and go over first the Alatreon, what we can see of his gameplay, and give you guys a breakdown on that, as well as afterward we'll go into his armor and his weapons from what we can see there. Let's get to it. So guys, if you've been taking a break from Monster Hunter for whatever reason, you're going to want to log in before Alatreon's release, because one of your login rewards for the day is going to be a different decoration that they're giving away in anticipation of Alatreon release. So unfortunately, if you missed the gym yesterday, it was an Expert +4. Today's is going to be a Blaze +4 on July 4th. July 5th is going to be the Stream Jewel +4. July 6th is the Frost Jewel +4. July 7th is the Bolt Jewel +4. July 8th is the Dragon Jewel +4, and then the Big Daddy and Attack +4 Jewel is going to be given to you once you log in upon Alatreon's release. So you're definitely going to want to get that one more than likely, but if you need any of the other ones, you're going to want to log in. So if you guys have never fought Alatreon before, he can control 4 out of the 5 elements in the game. So he has access to fire, thunder, dragon, ice. Now in the previous iterations of the game, he used to use each of the elements depending upon whether he was in the ground or in the air, and whether he was aggroed or not in either place. So, but with this one, he's going to be able to shift his paradigms as he needs to, as he sees fit. So he will be able to use specifically fire, ice, and dragon, and alternate between those. Now, as we can see from the short part of this video though, he also has access to the lightning, but it does not appear that the lightning has its own particular paradigm. It looks like at a minimum he can pair it with when he's on his ice form, but he may be able to use it with all 3, so do plan accordingly for that, because you don't want to get hit by that. It's like Kieran on steroids. Now, the next bit that we want to come over is his shift move called Eschaton Judgment. Now, they're saying in the video that you want to attack him with elemental weapons so that you can negate, or at least lessen the amount of damage that this does to you when he does shift from one element to the next. But at least to me personally, and I'm going out on a limb with this interaction here with how it drains your health is very similar to Lunastra's. Now in the video we see the hunter character there just walking through and trying to drink potions past it, which, as we all know with Lunastra specifically, that doesn't work. So I'm hoping that if you don't do the elemental damage that you need to do to him to nullify this effect, or at least weaken it, then maybe you can chain jump to avoid the damage to this like you can with Lunastra's. But if nothing else, it's better to play safe and just bring elemental weapons and try to counteract them as you can. Now, as I said, he uses 4 out of the 5 elements. Note that he does not use water. So water may be your best and safest bet for at least 1 or 2 of his forms. You probably won't do as much to him as when he's in his ice form, but more than likely it's probably a safer bet than just coming in elementless and hoping for the best. Now let's go over his armor, shall we? Because this armor just looks goddamn sexy. Oh, it looks so good. At least for someone that is a fan of the dog like I am. Now, to go with this, I'm going to pause the video for a second just to look at this sight. This sight. Oh my god, this sight. So before we get into his armor skills and what we know about those, I'm going to zoom into the side of the screen now and give you guys what we can see, what looks like the Alatreon Greatsword, and just how cool this thing looks. But also look at its stats. It has 1301 base attack, and it has got purple sharpness for days. Especially if you put any handicraft on there, you should never have to worry about sharpness ever again with this sword. So now for his armor skills. We can see that his armor is called the Eschaton set, but what we are also being told now is that the amount of elemental resistance that you have total, apparently cumulative elemental resistances that you have, adds now to your elemental attack with his set bonus Alatreon Divinity. So the more element that you have, the more it gives you. So I don't know if it's going to go over top of the Safi Jiva set as far as that, just, you know, adding a flat 140 or 150 element to your elemental weapons. So for things like bow, dual blades, sword and shield, and insect glaive, you may still be better off with the Sapijiva set bonus, but that'll have to be determined once we actually get to Alatreon, see his armor, and see how that works out. It'll also depend upon how much slottage the armor has as to what you can stack in there to give you those bonuses without sacrificing other areas for your damage or your health regen. So that about covers it. Now keep in mind once again that Alatreon will be releasing on July 9th. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ding the notification bell, and we will see you on the next one. Good luck out there, hunters.